Kevin, when you came back from your hamstring, what was key for you? What was like the final hurdle that made you feel like, okay, I'm able to get back out on the floor?
Just no pain, really, no pain, and that's pretty really the only indicator, you know. And hamstrings are tricky, you know. They can you can re-injure them, so you gotta be cautious when you're on your way back.
The reason I ask is because like movements, like is that in your head? Okay, I'm not feeling it, so I'm good. Is that part of the thought process as well?
Yeah, I mean, with hamstrings, just pretty much any basketball movement, you don't feel it. So it's a pretty easy indicator to show if you're healthy or not. Just a simple, basic move, and you don't feel the hammy, then it's pretty good. So, but it's a process, man. You can't rush it.
Curious with your shot, obviously you're shooting much better than you have just coming out of the break. How much is it when you get the extra work in to get it right in terms of getting back your shot?
It's just a mental thing,
okay,
more than anything. When you take bad threes, I think that's what got me the last few games, taking bad threes. Because if you take away the 3-point percentage, I'm like shooting high percentage inside the line, you know. So a lot of times when I'm not shooting well, is that I'm rushing threes and trying to shoot heat checks and trying to. I think I was 10 for 19 in the Houston game. I remember. Then I shot two bad like deep threes, just like as soon as I caught it. Instead of I was putting pressure on the rim. I should have put more pressure on the rim, and then maybe that third three would have went down. You know, so it's just a mental thing. A shot selection thing. I can work on my shot all day, but if I take horrible shots over three people, they're not gonna go in. You know what I'm saying? So it's about how I approach the game more so than like, at this point in my career, just getting extra work in. I know how to shoot the ball already.
When did you develop that practice habit? Was it always something that you had to it over time?
Since I was 8, 9 years old, I've been grooming my routine as a player. So I've always valued practice time. My godfather, who taught me how to play the game, just instilled that into my mom and my dad too. So it's always about practice. I mean, it's cliche, but practice makes perfect, and I always try to take that mentality on. So
you still kind of hear his voice
all the time, and then I go to my phone after practice and I see his text. So it's just grateful to have people that are instilled in good habits, and it's on me to keep building on that foundation.
Sunday marks the 40th time in which you played against LeBron James, and LeBron recently said that he doesn't have too many years remaining in the NBA. How meaningful are those matchups since you both are considered all-time great players?
Yeah, I mean, it's always incredible playing against some of the best ever. Like you said, I mean, we don't have much time left, so you try to value every one of those moments. It just makes you better. It makes everybody better. Just makes the viewing experience better, the on-court game better. So you got great players on the court. It just ups the level of everyone.
If the passion for the game is still there for LeBron, how long do you think he could go? Like, do you think he could play until he's like 45? Like, when does it stop?
Yeah, I think physically he can still go until he's probably 43, 44, but he got so much going on off the floor that I'm sure he's interested in. He's mastered what it means to be an NBA player, a superstar, megastar in this league. So maybe he wants a new challenge in his life after doing this for 25 years, So he's going to bring value to any place that he's in with his experience and knowledge. And being in the NBA for that long has helped you prepare for your second phase of life. So once he steps off the floor, that's not the last we're going to see of LeBron.
Katie, you kind of touched on that in your podcast, where you're at mentally in this game. Could you see yourself 45, 44?
I just want to make it through 35. But yeah, I mean, I love to play. I love the routine. I love being an NBA player. I love representing the NBA. So, however long that is for me. But for 10 years, another 10 years would be crazy.
3 games within the next 4 days, 2 against the Houston Rockets. What's the game plan against them? What is the coaching staff and hammering home to you guys?
It's physicality. I think last time we let them in their home building, we let them run freely, and they made more threes than us. I think they just beat us at the numbers game last game. Made more shots than us from the 3-point line. So, and that's just, look at that as an indicator of us just playing too loose on the ball, playing too loose off the ball, and not being physical enough. So they're a physical team. Their coach preaches that every single day. So we got to match that and be even better in that area.
Can you look at this as like a moment for the playoffs away? Like having games like this in the
Yeah.
really draw some comparisons like that playing teams?
Most definitely. Since they implemented these back-to-back home games with the same team, I think around the pandemic year, coaches that I play for always approach that as a mini playoff series where you can make adjustments on the team. You can get ready for that preparation what it takes playing the same team back-to-back games. So I think it's a good practice for each team and just get ready for that setting.
Kevin, how fun has it been for you to mentor Bol, and what kind of things do you maybe share with him, just giving you guys a somewhat similar skill set?
I don't mentor anybody. I think we just work together. And it's some stuff that I see that situations that I'm in that Bol's going to be in, and we talk through them together. And I think it's times where young dudes are mentoring me out there. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just all about that exchanging of information between everybody. We all know the game. We all see it from different vantage points. So as much as we can communicate, it's the better for our team. So I wouldn't say I mentor anybody. I think we just work together and exchange what we see.
One of the things you said
watch
about
Dad play when he was with the Bullets.
Say it again?
Team.
Did I watch him?
Yeah,
What year was that?
that was back in the late.
I mean,
80s.
obviously you know his name, and you hear about Manute and what he did for the game, and we had similar body types too. So as a kid, you heard about him shooting threes and blocking shots. So of course, that name is DC especially is a name that's stamped in our city. So it's good I get a chance to play with Bol and see the kind of evolution of that.
you said
getting
about
to work-
go ahead.
In getting to work together, how receptive have you seen him just wanting to learn, get better every day?
He's a quiet guy who's very reserved, but he's open-minded to anything. But he has a lot of questions. He's curious about the game, so that's all you want for a teammate is somebody that's enthusiastic about learning and just curious about what we're doing out there. And like I said, we all just exchange information and bounce ideas off of each other. So it's a great environment when you got guys that want to be good.
One of the things you said about
you because that is
Yeah, it is. It is. You can look around the league now and start to see more and more guys. I looking up the Chets and the Bulls and the Wendy's. So yeah, man, it's. But then you watch him and see how he plays and his dynamic. He can get up and down the floor like a guard. It's just incredible where the game is going.
you said before about Bol not trying to do too much. That's key for him. How can you just explain that a little bit deeper on staying within himself and how that helps him?
Yeah, just taking the shots that he's comfortable with taking. You see a lot of him dribbling the ball up the court the last couple of years. I think he's toned back on that just a little bit and getting into his spots a little quicker, taking shots a little quicker. I mean, we talk. People want to try to attack the ball when we're dribbling. People want to try to get into it, our body frame. So I think Bol is just putting himself in good positions to score the ball and just being the right positions on the defensive end as well. You haven't been seeing those cheap, easy fouls as of lately because you're using his length a little bit more, understanding what it is to use his length. And once you understand his length, and that could be dangerous for people on the defensive side of the ball because he already has good instincts to block shots. But understanding your length is another phase you get to as a player, and I think he's on the way to that.
Kevin, you guys have been playing really well as of late at home. After you kind of struggled at the beginning of the year, what do you think has changed now?
Just get more and more reps with each other on the floor. I mean, our home crowd also being patient with us throughout the season and understanding that we're figuring some stuff out. So when we go on a tough little stretch, they're there giving us a little extra juice, so that matters. We're all just trying to figure it out, man, to be honest. And I think that's just a natural evolution of a team who's getting healthy, who's getting more reps. You're going to be better at home. You're going to be more comfortable at home. Guys been in Phoenix for longer now, So as the year goes on, you become more and more comfortable at home. And we got to take advantage of those moments we get a chance to play in front of the home crowd.
How valuable is this week going forward, even into the playoffs, with getting to install stuff in practice?
Yeah, practice time is scarce in this league, and you try to use that as much as you can to build your foundation as a team. And guys get an opportunity to work on their individual skills as well. You don't have a lot of practice time on the road. It's hard to get to a gym sometimes when we're moving around like this, playing games like this. So a couple of days is always good to reset and get your mind and body right.
You actually had Sunday is your second back-to-back against your old team, OKC. So you see basically since you've left, they've been rebuilding. Obviously, they had rust there, but you see that this team is pretty much coming to fruition with all the draft picks that they've had over the years since you left?
Yeah, I mean, you just see that every franchise wants to build around great players that can win you basketball games every single night. And they have that with Shea and Jalen and Chet. And it's a foundation you can build upon. And then they got everybody around them that's going to complement and make their lives easier as well. So it's impressive seeing that formula already. So it's kind of, when you go through trial and error and then you get another 3 guys who are talented and can do some great things in this league. You know the mistakes that you made before, and you know the strengths that you had before. You just enhance those things, get better from those things, and move forward. But it always going to rest on the players and how good they get individually. And I think you got 3 guys that truly care about being great ball players, and that makes everybody else's job easy.
The last question is, you talked about the Frank Vogel parody account yesterday.
That's the funniest account on Twitter.
So
X, sorry.
Yeah, do you have any past interactions with parody accounts? Or what's your approach to people when you are active as you are?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, nowadays you can see which ones are real and fake, but it's all funny. I think I seen Frank. He had a good reaction to it yesterday. I'm sure. I wondered if he actually seen the page before. So
I showed it to him first.
Yeah, so for him to say he's seen it, and it's all fun and games. It's cool. His content not as bad as some other parody accounts, and it's in a weird way it's bringing more Suns fans together, honestly. But it's pretty cool that, how it's not too bad.
Kevin, this NFL Combine Week, you scouting any guys for the Commanders?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, man. We got the number 2 pick, man. So, expecting big things out the Commanders next year. I'm sure the Cardinals are expecting some big things from their picks as well, man. So, I might have to put some bets in and see who have a better season next year.
After the trade deadline, after the All-Star break, how much more potential does this team have going the rest of the way?
We got a lot of potential. We got to get healthy for one, keep building continuity, but I like the progression we had. I think a few games before All-Star break, we were playing great ball. That long road trip was good for us. So I think we're trending in the right direction, and that's all it's about around this time, staying healthy and just trying to peak at the right time.
Thank you.